Nigeria, a country of unimaginable potential, is the largest economy in sub-Saharan Africa. Despite having the continent's largest economy, Nigeria also has the highest number of Africans living without access to electricity, most of whom live in remote areas, often difficult to access and therefore to connect to national or regional grids. Approximately 103 million Nigerians live without electricity, and those who are connected to the grid face extensive power interruptions, which ultimately limits their economic and social potential.
Babu wutar lantarki, ba alamar wutar lantarki. Domin ba mu taba ganin wutar lantarki kuma an ba mun fita ba. Allah ya tabbatar mana ita mun ga alamarta.
Gaskiya ba mu da wuta. Me yasa mu tunda gwamnati ta ajiye mu a nan lungu da dai san samu ne a ce muna da wuta domin muna ganin uwa da alamun abubuwan da zamu yi da wanda zai zame mana karuwa. To amma gashi dai yanzu dai muna cikin lungun mu muna makanci.
Sunana Ummi Nusa daga makarantar firamare Bido. To akalla zan yi shekara 15. Gaskiya ba ma samu, amma akwai matsala gaskiya, saboda wutar lantarki tana ƙara ɗago darajar ɗan adam sosai, musamman ma ga mu yara ɗalibai na makaranta. Da daddare idan za ka yi bitar karatu ko kuma goge kaya.
Obviously, one of the greatest challenges in this country right now is just the lack of power.
Electricity deeply influences lives. It is central to practically all aspects of human welfare, including access to water, agricultural productivity, healthcare, education, job creation, and environmental sustainability. Yet millions of Nigerian households lack access to modern energy services that are affordable, clean, reliable, and safe. Because systemic issues affect all phases of the power value chain, it forces Nigerians to rely on self-generation.
The markets, obviously, people, especially certain types of businesses, you can't run without power. Some places we recently tried to involve in our program is a printer's village. So imagine you can't print if there's no power. It's just in a nutshell. So some of these businesses rely on electricity completely. And without the electricity, there is lack of economic activity in these areas.
Rural electrification is especially complicated, with only about 36% of the population in rural communities having access to electricity. To contribute to the sustainable development of Africa's largest economy, the Department for International Development is funding the Nigeria Power Sector Support Program to support the energy audits required by the Rural Electrification Agency to efficiently and effectively implement the off-grid electrification strategy.
The program, and the full name is the Nigerian Power Sector Support Program, is funded by UK Aid and is intended to provide support to the Nigerian government to implement its power sector reform. With the Rural Electrification Agency, we're working together on a number of tasks, and one of them is the energy audit. This audit is intended to provide critical information to attract investment into off-grid solutions for rural communities and also underserved areas.
Achieving universal access to electricity is essential for solving many development challenges.
What the Ministry of Power, along with the REA, which is under the Ministry of Power, is trying to do is take a decentralized approach to this power solution. Instead of just trying to generate the power at one place and spread it all over the country, we break it up. So in different areas, you drop, 500 kilowatts here, 100 kilowatts, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatts. Before you know it, it reduces the burden on the national grid. So by the time you decentralize it and have power being generated and distributed locally, it reduces the stress on the grid and you can reach more customers. There are some customers in rural communities that are 15 kilometers away from the grid. They're not viable for a disco to go there and power them. There's not enough financial incentive. But if you can set up a small mini grid that's just has enough power to serve their needs, I think it's a win-win for everyone.
This Department for International Development funded intervention will provide rural communities with solar home solutions, which will increase business productivity by replacing generators, lanterns, and candles with reliable electricity and improve community security through street lighting. The strategy will support more than 60% of the identified beneficiaries with solar home solutions. The energy audits being conducted by the Nigeria Power Sector Support Program will create the data required to attract private sector investment for mini-grids and home solar solutions. The energy audits are being conducted using drone footage, georeferencing for identification, and mobile devices for data collection. This process enables the streamlining of the 305 communities to about 200 communities. The Department for International Development's support to the Rural Electrification Agency will significantly contribute to power sector transformation and consequently power rural Nigeria by 2024.